friends, it's Nanny and the Moose coming to you from my homemade barbershop today. And today our topic, as we cut Moosey's hair, you'll get a little tutorial, I've been doing this for years, is discussing what are we going to do first thing when we can break out, when COVID is on the way out and we feel that we have our immunity. What is the first thing that we think we want to do? Well, we kind of know what the first thing is, but what are some of the things to come after that? And we want to hear from you two as to your things that you're planning to do when it's breakout time. Are you ready for this, Moose?
Ready for a snooze.
I know, he just woke up actually from a nap. It's a little chilly out here today. It was beautifully and sunny yesterday. So first of all, I want to show you what I work with. We have Moosey's hyacinth. Take a smell. They're the first things to come up in the
Thy
garden.
hyacinth for thy soul.
Yep, Moosey loves his hyacinth and they're up and beautiful. So we have these here for beauty. Now, I will show you what I have, the usual essentials. I use a normal hair cutting scissors. I think I got these one Christmas years ago from Moose, his hair cutting. I use a small tooth comb, and I have the electric razor. This is my second, believe it or not, over 30 years or something. At one time, I think the girls even robbed it to shave the horse's neck one day, but I never told Moosey that. So this is what we use.
I think
And-
it's the other way around.
Oh,
You
mean?
stole theirs that they used to groom the horses.
That's
And
right.
you used it to groom me.
I couldn't find, and I didn't tell him, I couldn't find our own, so I think I did use I took it from the tack room. The girls had horses at that time. That's how far back we go. So, that's what we're doing here. I also have keep spray bottle of water because Moosey wets his hair before we begin, and then he will take his shower. If he's not taking a shower right afterwards, I'll wash his hair afterward, and then we sort of push those curls back in. So I have to keep some water here to keep it wet because it's much easier to cut that way. So here we go. Okay. I better put the glasses
You
on.
better.
Yeah.
Cut my ear off.
I need the glasses for this, that's for sure, even though the sun's not out. All right, first thing, just gonna comb it out. Whoa, it's long. It's been a while since I cut it last. And normally he has nice curly hair, but he wants me always to cut this hair much too short. I don't know why. He still likes to look like Brokaw. He thinks his hair is like Brokaw's, but it's not. It's beautiful and curly. And every time that we do let the curls come back in the back, the kids and everybody says, oh, your hair looks so great. But he would prefer to have it plastered and short. Today I'm not going to do it too short. I have to be careful of these, we call these things barnacles. It just goes along with old age, right?
Right.
Aging gracefully with our barnacles and whatever else might pop up over the years. Okay, I usually start on the side. I kind of figure out where his part would be, and I'm going to start here, go all the way around, then I do the next row down here, then I do the top, I get that done, and then the bottom, and then I will take the machine and I'll do his neck.
Go ahead.
I'll do his neck
Go ahead.
and anything else I have to do. The last few things are the eyebrows, which get very, very curly, and he never pushes them up. They always fall down. And oh, the bunny ears. Moosey is a little hairy-eared bunny, and so we have to do the ears too. So that's it. And I won't talk too much more about the hair cutting, because Moose will probably cut me off anyway. But what we want to talk about is what's the first thing that we're gonna do when COVID lets us out. All right, you say yours, Moose, and then I'll say mine.
Well, there's little things and there's big things. We got our second shot on Thursday, and I think we have to wait a while till it's fully effective.
I think it's 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah.
And anyway, once it's fully effective, there are some small things. For instance, going out to one of those famous breakfast places around town.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that.
You love Arthur's, where you get, what do you love to get there most of all? Oh, I know.
What is it?
You like that great big giant burrito, right?
No.
No?
And Arthur's? No. No, they have sausage and eggs. Just delicious. Just terrific. And all the coffee you can drink.
Oh, yeah. And mine is Eggs Benedict with extra hollandaise sauce.
Oh, yeah.
That's mine. Then what's another little thing?
Well, hey, maybe the first thing we'll do before we go out to breakfast is go around and hug each and every one of those little ones that have been missing us.
Yep.
No, contrary, we've been missing them.
That's true. Well, that's sort of a given, isn't it? That all we want to do as soon as we get the go ahead is get and hug all those children, all those grandchildren, all those friends. My first thing is to try and get everybody together. My favorite times are when we've had everybody all together for Easter morning brunch, or for that Christmas Eve day where we have a games and brunch. That's wonderful. That's what I want to do first. Have a big gathering of everybody and hug them and kiss them. So that's a given. And I know all you want to do that too. Now, we talked about going somewhere just the other day. In fact, Moosey and I talk often about what we think we want to do. And when we go down to see one of our sons and his family, we go to San Diego. And on the way down, we stop at a place. Is it Carlsbad? Where is that? No. Where is that where we stop?
I'm thinking something by the
sea.
No, it's not that. Anyway, you're talking about the German American place?
Yes.
Tip Top.
Tip Top. Oh, we love to go. We always stop to buy supplies. We like to get a lot of the German things, like the schnitzel and the what else?
Bratwurst.
Oh, the bratwurst.
Yeah.
But while we're there, they have a beautiful little restaurant as well. And we have our breakfast there. Oh, that breakfast is out of this world, isn't it? So that's something that we want to do. You know, in our day, we did a lot of cruising and crossing the Atlantic. We used to go back east to visit our families. We went by plane. We took some wonderful train trips. Oh, that was a first. We did that about 5 or 6 years ago, where we took the Amtrak has a special Starlight, I think, Express, and we took it all the way from Los Angeles. Is that where we got on? And it went up the coast all the way up to, stopped in Seattle or Vancouver. Can't remember well, somewhere up there.
We got off in Seattle and had to take a boat across to Vancouver.
Right.
But the thing about it is that about halfway up, we got a phone call on our cells that little Tegan was on the way, and she was like
2 pounds.
2 pounds, and we wanted to go back and see her, but we couldn't get the guy to turn the train around. So we had to go up all the way up to Seattle.
Well, as it turned out, thank God, she was fine. She spent quite a bit of time. She was early, obviously, but she's a beautiful, healthy she's a great granddaughter, healthy little girl of 5 or 6 right now. So that worked out. But if you ever get a chance to take that Amtrak up along the West Coast, it goes up through Santa Barbara. It's the most beautiful scenery. Then it goes into Oregon, and
it's overnight though, so one of you has to be limber enough to climb in the upper bunk.
Oh, well,
That didn't work out too well for
no,
me.
that was supposed to be for me, but we did get a room, and the sleeping situation was if we ever did it again, which I doubt, because the train might be a little too movie, but it had what's called one of those pull-out beds. It was supposed to be a double on the bottom and then a bunk on the top, and it was a nice room where we had our own private bath. And we thought, oh, this will be fine. Well, guess what? When we got there, Nanny just could not see herself climbing up into that bunk, which was about 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet wide. So what we did, and this was funny, and we slept okay, didn't we, Moose? Sort of. Well, he's not talking. We slept head to foot on this. Not even a double bed. We pulled it out, and my feet were right next to Moosey's head, and his feet were right next to mine. And we slept that way for 3 nights. But the rest of the time,
One night.
it was more than 1 night. It was more that trip was one, maybe 2. Was
Maybe
more. I
one.
know it was more than 1 night. But oh well, we'll look it up. We won't disagree right now on that one. But if you ever get a chance, most of the daytime,
There's your Jay over there on the patio.
the blue jay,
See
I
him?
see him. He's eating the cat food.
Yep.
How wonderful. We've been looking for this blue jay. He doesn't appear too often, but we get a lot of the little wrens and whatever. Moosey
You were
knows.
talking about getting everybody together.
Well, let me just finish this one part about
Side
the
trip?
train ride.
Yeah.
The train, we spent our days in this beautiful glass-covered, what do you call it, a cab?
Call it a train.
Yeah, but it's the link, the one link to all these trains hooked together. And they had beautiful swivel, comfortable chairs, and you looked out at all the scenery, different from 1 hour to the next on that ride up the coast. Look into it if you're ever interested. It's something different, and it was a highlight of our trip. And then Vancouver, of course, was terrific. So, what else, Mose? What were you going to say?
What I was going to say about getting the whole family together, another thing I like to do is have a poker game with the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Because poker, I think, is in my DNA. My father taught me the progression of hands, you know, how important this is over that, when I was about 5 or 6. And that little thing got into my blood to the point where
Yeah.
in 2007, I was in the World Series of Poker in Vegas. And there were 3,600 in my event. It was a $1,500 entry. And I came in 500th.
We
But
were all...
they only paid to 365 or something. So I just got out of the army, just got out of the money, but I have a $1,500 T-shirt. Very nice shirt. Very nice shirt.
Well, the family was keeping in touch with them. I think we were watching it on TV. It was on TV, wasn't it?
Keep shouting, keep going.
What happened? We were all watching, and he would keep us, you know, he's here, oh, he made the next round, It was very exciting for the whole family. It was fun.
So when the family gets together, a lot of times we have poker games.
Yep. And the women sit around and have fun and play with the kids. It's fun. It's fun times. Okay, I'm gonna stop this for a while. As you can see what I'm doing, it's probably not close enough to see, but I use the comb and the fingers and pull them up and try and make the whole hair the same length. I don't use the machine in the back to go up the back. I do trim the bottom.
Got a barrel of money. Maybe we're hairy and funny.
Okay, it's time for the buzz machine. We're doing kind of a different one, maybe trying to get some curls and puff it up a little bit in the front. No Brokaw. I forget his first name.
No. I wanted you to make me look like
John Wayne.
Robert Wagner, or me as a 1959 lieutenant.
Remember when we used to watch that show, Heart to Heart?
Yeah.
And they were such a loving couple. We used to pretend we were Jonathan and Jennifer, I think her name was, Heart to Heart. We loved that show.
That's what I want to look like.
Well, didn't work.
Not like Jennifer, like Robert Wagner.
Okay, time for the bunny ears. Now watch. Little hairy guy. I got to get in there. Get those little hairs. And on the tip of the ear.
Oh, it's a miracle I can hear.
How's that? Okay.
It tickles, honey.
I know, but...
Could you do it again?
But now that his ears are exposed, I got to get the hairs off. Like a little bunny rabbit, I swear. But the one good thing is he does not grow hairs in his nose, so I don't have to worry about that. He's not a nose guy. All right, few more. Done. All right, we'll just do one ear. Now I'm going to do the back, and then I'm going to show you his head. Okay, got to take this off. Look at all this hair that...
Can't we do the other ear?
Huh? No, not yet. Not on camera. I don't need to do 2 ears. All right, now I'm going to do the neck. Nice clean neck, and I go all the way up to... I already trimmed the back across straight. Now I'm just doing the neck, which I will show you, all the way up. Get all those little fuzz balls off his neck. And I have trimmed around the ears here so that the hair won't grow too fast. I guess we do this, what, about every 6 weeks, Moose? Your neck. No, there you go. Okay. Now I'll show you the back when we're finished to show you.
No.
Of course. We have to show them in case the ladies want to do it on their husband.
No.
And then I just pull out the hairs, and if I find any that are... This side of his head grows much thicker than the other side. I don't know why, but
I'm a left-brained guy.
Well, at least you have hair, right? That's it. Okay, we're going to do a little fluff look this time. Going to take 10 years off his life, right, Moose?
No.
Yeah, maybe kind of fluff up a little bit in the front to hide the little barnacles. Okay, how does he look? I'm going to show you in a minute. We'll do a close-up, okay? There we go. Wow, we did a good job today. Look at all the nice hair we did. Now we'll just give it some fertilizer for the garden, right? There. All right?
All right.
I'm going to show them your hair with the camera. I'm going to go around.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome, sir. You can tip me later.
Mm-hmm.
There he is, that handsome devil.
Oh, wait, I don't have my makeup. Oh.
Okay, see the eyebrows? Show them, nice and high. We'll always have to trim the eyebrows. Nice and short. Got the bunny ears. Now see what I've done now? It's up in the air, but that's because it dried while I was cutting it. When I get a little bit of gel on there, it'll be okay. But see how I cut it across the bottom? And then I do the neck. You're recoiling. You're all right.
You're hitting the tip of my ear.
And here's the other bunny ear. I think we did a good job. Head up, Moose. That's a boy. Handsome dude. So that's the haircut. Now, it doesn't look real slick because, as I say, his hair is thick and I have to tone it down right now. But it's done for 6 weeks.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Moose is pleased with his haircut. He always checks himself out in the mirror. We do still have to put a little gel on it, but I think it's going to be a good one. I have a few more things to add to some of the things that I'd like to do personally. You know, I do love my thrifting. And over the years, it's been more of an outing and a hunt, either with my daughters over the years, or in the latter years, it's just a solitary event sometimes. But when I see, like the little poet recently put one on about her recent outing, and my tongue was hanging off. She was at a thrift shop and she was showing all the wonderful things. And I thought, well, Bill and I really are sticking home, mainly because of our age and because of some health issues. We've had the one vaccine. This week we get the second, and we can hold out until then. So we're kind of, we're okay. We've been keeping busy and laughing and having fun, and communicating with the kids various ways, not in person. But we're okay. So the thrift shop, I can't wait to get out. So that's one of my outing. Can you believe it? You'd think it would be off to Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's or someplace like that. But I'm a thrifter, and I just can't wait to get out. Also, I want to get out. We're going to start some little upgrading in the cottage here, and Matthew has agreed to help. In fact, he's already started by taking a cabinet down in the kitchen. And might be fun to look for some things for the cottage, maybe a new cabinet or something out there. So I hope you all have a wonderful, happy Valentine's Day. I decorated my door, brought out my Valentine rosy heart wreath, which I will show you in the beginning of the video. And I've also shined up my brass on the front door, which is red. I have a door knocker that we got years and years and years ago. And the door knocker had lost the brass. The weather had gotten to it. And someone mentioned that, oh, you have an Irish door knocker on there, but it was yucky. So I went out the other day because I remember when we lived in Scotland and we visited England and Ireland and Wales quite often. Everybody's front door that had the brass kick plate on the bottom, or the brass handles, or the big long handles, or door knockers, the brass was always gleaming and shining. And I remember remarking to Bill at the time about how I never saw a tarnished brass door anywhere over there in the UK or Ireland. So I thought I better shine it up. So I've shined up it was kind of hard, but I have a secret. One of these days, I'm going to do a kitchen work thing, and I'm going to show you my secrets for cleaning things, especially brass. So I have a lot of brass and copper. So maybe we'll do a quickie with some pretty nails. I've been doing some research on nail polish that goes all the way back to the 1800s. And I remember when I was a little girl how we used to paint red nails and always show the moon. So I've been working on my moons, trying to get the cuticles crushed back. I haven't been to a salon in years and years. I don't know why, whether it's time or also maybe being a diabetic had something to do with it. So anyway, think of some fun, romantic things to do. Candles, a nice little dinner, have supper in bed with some candles and some flowers on a tray. I'm sure you'll be able to think of some wonderful, be kind, be sweet. I wanted to show you something that I got in the mail, and it's my little Valentine from one of my little granddaughters. This came in the mail, and for Christmas, I gave the little girls, they're 5 and 7, and I gave them a flower press. I got the idea from Melissa 55, who was talking before Christmas about ideas for her granddaughters. And she mentioned the flower press, and it gave me a memory of I had a flower press probably 20, 25 years ago. And when we went on little walks, we picked the flowers with the daughters and even the young granddaughters at the time. Well, anyway, little Megan went on a walk. See the flowers that she pressed? I'm going to show you. And in this little kit, there were little cards, beautiful little stationery with envelopes that after you pressed your flowers, you would take the flowers and put them on a card and send it to a friend. And I received this in the mail last week from my darling little granddaughter, Megan. She wanted to know what my favorite color was. In fact, she said she thought she realized she knew it was blue. And that's why she used blue ink to tell me that she loved me and to show me that she's enjoying her little flower press. So, lots of love to all of you, my friends. Thank you all for all the subscribing, for all the commenting. I love the fact that so many of you shared your memories of childhood. Oh, you even gave me some memories that I had forgotten about. I love it when you do that. And you get involved in what we're trying to do here together. So remember, we're all friends. And I love that commenting. Thank you for everything, for watching, for subbing, for being such faithful viewers. Happy Valentine's Day if I don't talk to you before then. God bless us all. Bye for now.